Hey guys, it's Lord of the Pogs. If you know me at all, even a little bit, you know that I love horror movies. And my favorite horror movie of all time is The Ring. The Ring is about a journalist who investigates a cursed videotape that apparently kills the viewer 7 days after watching it. I just love the story, how the lore is so intricately woven and delicately designed. But did you know that it comes from a Japanese legend? This is the true story that inspired The Ring. The Ring dates back to a Japanese legend called Okiku and the Nine Plates, set in the 17th century at the castle in Himeji. According to the legend, a samurai named Tessen Aoyama has fallen in love with a young servant girl named Okiku. Aoyama received an auspicious marriage proposal, but he promised to honor Okiku and turned down the proposal. Although Aoyama continuously expressed his undying love for Okiku, she refused him, saying she didn't share that sentiment for him. One of Okiku's primary duties was to look after 10 highly valuable golden plates owned by the emperor. One day, she noticed that one of the plates was missing. In a frenzy, she counted and recounted over and over, and when she couldn't find the 10th plate, she went to Aoyama in tears. Aoyama admitted that he had taken the plate, and if she didn't agree to marry him, he would tell the emperor that she had lost it. But Okiku continued to refuse his love. Enraged, Aoyama threw her down a well to her death. After her death, Okiku became Onryo, a vengeful spirit capable of causing harm in the real world, injuring or even killing people to exact vengeance against the wrongs it received while alive, then taking the spirits of the people that wronged it as they die. In Japanese culture, when a person dies, their spirit leaves their body and joins their ancestors after the proper funeral rites have been performed. But if the person dies suddenly or violently, or if they are influenced by powerful emotions, the spirit transforms into Onryo and comes back to the physical world. The emotion or the thought that turned it into Onryo doesn't need to be particularly strong or driven. Even harmless thoughts can cause a death to become disturbed. Once a thought enters the mind of a dying person, their Onryo will come back to complete the action last thought of before returning to the afterlife. The Onryo then exists on Earth until resolving the emotional conflict. If the conflict is left unresolved, the Onryo will persist in its haunting. Okiku's Onryo crawled out of the well and visited Aoyama every night, who could hear it counting plates in the dungeon. When she realized that the 10th plate was missing, she threw a violent fit, crying out in agony and making a terrible shriek. Aoyama was driven insane by her incessant screams. The legend was the basis for a book series called The Girl from the Well. In this series, Okiku was a restless, wandering spirit. As vengeance for her own life being taken from her, she kills anyone who takes the life of a child. If you're familiar with The Ring, you know that its Japanese counterpart is Ringu, and instead of Samara Morgan, it has Sadako Yamamura. Sadako was inspired by Okiku. In Ringu, Sadako was a psychic who was murdered by being thrown down a well. As Onryo, she uses Nensha to create a cursed videotape that kills whoever watches it within a week unless it's shown to someone else. Nensha, or thoughtography, is the ability to burn images onto photographic film using the power of your mind, creating film negatives. The word Nensha was first used in 1910 by a professor of psychology at Tokyo University who claimed to be capable of telepathically imprinting images on photo paper. Samara Morgan also had Nensha, although she claimed that her abilities were outside of her control.
Samara, how did you make these pictures?
I don't make them. I see them. Then they just are.
Sadako and Samara both appear in stained white dresses, with their faces hidden by their long black hair, which is typical appearance for Onryo. Onryo's hands are said to dangle lifelessly from their wrists, which are held outstretched with their elbows near their body. Sadako's face is never seen except for the glare from her single misshapen eye, symbolizing the fear of the unknown. Drawings of Okiku depict her very similarly to Sadako and Samara. In Japanese culture, this is the general depiction of a person who has died under unnatural circumstances. The well, known as Okiku's Well, can still be found outside Himeji Castle with wrought iron bars covering it to keep Okiku locked inside. Thanks for watching. Please let me know in the comments which you liked better, Ringu or The Ring. And if you ever read the Japanese novel Ring, I want to hear about that too. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this one.